You're watching a clip from the Football Ramble podcast. For the full episode, search Football Ramble wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes out Monday to Friday. Right, let's get on with it, shall we?
Tottenham have not had a great season, despite still competing for the Champions League spot. Spurs fans have been through the ringer, it's fair to say, with managerial appointments and so on and so forth, and a sort of a perceived lack of hope with regards to improving the side and trying to play a bit of football. A lot of them have talked about how a lot of fans, they want Pochettino, they're pining for Pochettino to come back. And of course the news broke recently that Chelsea have reportedly held initial talks with Mauricio Pochettino. I mean, have they not suffered enough?
It's poor form for Poch to even be doing that, I think. And
He's trying to... Levy, I will go to them.
Why? Has he got to sit there in his yellowing wedding dress waiting for Levy to call him? Well, he's got to get a job at some point, isn't he?
But he's already managed that Spurs, and he's quite well liked there. I know it went sour towards the end, but he managed them to a Champions League final in quite dramatic fashion.
Yes.
The kind of things that...
So he can never take another job at a London club?
I think you know I'm not saying that, Andy. And I think that's the kind of thing I would say in my role as anti-Brassel.
Yeah.
Which our listeners should have termed me by now, by the way. I'm fed up of sitting around waiting for that nickname to take off, so I'm just doing it myself. But that's not even the funniest thing of the week for Spurs.
It isn't.
The funniest thing for the week at Spurs is like Fabio Paratici gets his sanction.
Yes.
So he can no longer do the job he needs to do. But presumably he feels there's some kind of case there. He's been felt quite hard done by, and what he thought he'd do, and what the whole situation calls for clearly was some kind of appeal.
Yeah.
If the idea was that it wasn't that cut and dried, you could go to some kind of appeal process because you know, listen, I want to make my representations here.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been hard done by.
Yeah, and Daniel Levy presumably knew about that and was part of that, and he gets the verdict, and he thinks appeals generally are quite positive.
Well, they can take quite a while as well.
It's impossible to imagine a negative, because the worst thing that can happen is they go, "Now we're upholding the original decision."
Yeah.
He's had to resign today. He's got worse. I can't do anything now.
Barely did the appeal go through, and they were like, "Oh no, go away."
Yeah.
No, we've made our decision.
He wants to the actual statement is amazing because Fabio has consequently taken the decision to resign from his position at the club with immediate effect to focus on his legal position.
It's amazing that Spurs have framed that as, you said we've been taking no action on this. Well, we have been taking no action on this. It's his decision. It's nothing to do with us. But you know what? We'd probably keep him, even though he's banned from everything, but he's resigned.
The only thing that could be better is if he rehashed the thing he did before when he got us banned in the first place, and last night did an interview saying how much he was looking forward to next season.
I know. No sooner did he kind of seemed to have taken charge of operations. No, another one's gone.
Yeah.
So who picks the next coach? Charlie Kane?
Yeah, it must be.
I hope so.
It's going to be the statue of Harry Kane's going to pick the next one.
Well, that's right. Apparently,
It's
Daniel...
like one of those statues that people go to, Catholic people go to.
Yeah.
Get an answer.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it seems like the statue of Harry Kane, the holy statue of Harry Kane, saying that we should go for Chris Armstrong.
Well, this is
The statue's crying.
Chris Armstrong. This is, of course, you're talking about Daniel Levy, who was speaking at Cambridge University's Debating Society, and he stated that being a legend is also important for Harry Kane, presumably, and he hopes to build a statue of Kane one day. Again, that is a negotiating tactic, isn't it, Harry? If you stay, there'll be a statue. He's also backed Harry Kane to win a trophy at Spurs.
You can't even get that sentence out, can you? Why do we have to? I feel quite resentful doing this job that we have to keep talking about Harry Kane winning the trophy at Spurs.
I know.
When it happens, we'll talk about it.
He's genuinely more likely to win a trophy at England. And he's been close.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I also think that
that's how bad it is. He's got to rely on winning a trophy for England.
The statue thing as well isn't even quite the gimme that I think Levy thinks it is, because he should get a trophy anyway, a statue anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, for what he's done there, and he's their all-time leading goal scorer. He'll probably become the all-time leading Premier League goal scorer, you'd expect. So he should get a statue anyway.
What if he moved to Arsenal?
Less likely to get one then.
Or went to Chelsea?
What if he moves to Arsenal after he gets the statue? Yeah, it's hard to see how it gets worse for Spurs. As listeners could probably tell.
I'm telling you, if Poch brings him to Chelsea, that's how it gets worse for Spurs.
That's never going to happen, is it? That's not going to happen, is it?
Well, yeah.
It's not going to happen, Marcus.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Cheers for watching another fantastic clip from the Football Ramble podcast. Make sure you click like on this video and subscribe to the channel, which means you will not miss a single upload.